Our next guest is considered to be among the nation's most respected experts in the area of personal achievement. He spent years researching and analyzing the process of career happiness. And in his new book, which I'm holding right here, The Career Guarantee, Take Control of Your Future, Chris Kuselias takes readers through the steps necessary for success. And Chris is joining us this morning. Now, Chris, I know I just did not say your last name correctly because we've all said it 1,000 ways. You say it.
Kuselias.
Kuselias. There you have it. See, success is all about if you can say your name or not.
It's great to be unique and compelling. In your name and in your job search.
We're glad you're here this morning. What do you think is the number one thing that stands between people and their job happiness?
Well, I can tell you what it's not. It's not the economy. I mean, you hear all the negative stories of how 90% of the American people are working and 10% unemployed. It's a glass half empty, half full. People say, oh my God, 10% of the country is not working. I say 90% are.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing that's holding people back is ourselves, what I call fear, uncertainty, and doubt, FUD. You know, we're so consumed with success or fear of failure that sometimes we kind of paralyze ourselves.
Yeah.
And I say sometimes if you just tap into the amazing potential that we all have, you'll be much more successful.
Well, I think people don't know exactly how to tap into it. I mean, what do they do?
Well, they hold themselves back. They try to follow the crowd. They really don't think about what makes me unique and compelling. You know, you have a career DNA, which made you successful in your job. I have a career DNA. Most people never take the time to sit back and say, okay, what makes me unique and compelling? They go where the job opportunities are,
right,
and sometimes they're displaced. And you've seen people, they go to work every day, another dollar, TGIF, but they're really not passionate. When you see someone who loves their job, you can tell they have a spark in their eye, they go to work, and they do that much better at what they're doing.
Absolutely. Is it possible, you just said you have a DNA, is it possible to have two?
Oh, absolutely.
Because, you know, midway through, a lot of people suddenly change careers.
I was telling you before we started, I had another career. I worked at ESPN. I was an on-air host, and I love sports, and I'm passionate about it, but my real passion is helping people, and I've immersed myself into the process of helping people find out what makes them unique, and I think life is like a chapter book, and you might have 10 or 12 chapters. So a lot of us are changing jobs, changing industries. Here's an interesting fact I read. At the age of 40, over half of your work life is ahead of you. So if you get to that age of 40 and you're thinking, well, I kind of blew it and my chance is over, think of this, half of your work life is still ahead of you. People are starting business, amazing things up into their 60s and 70s and 80s today.
Sure. Now, in the book, you've got Chris's 5 Ps. Is that correct? Okay, what are the 5 Ps?
Okay, first and foremost, passion. You've got to pursue what gets you excited. If you don't get excited, go to work every day and say, I love what I'm doing, you're in the wrong place. When you find your passion, you'll get the second P, which is what I call purpose. All of us I believe, were meant to do something differently. And then the third thing is when you have a job with passion and purpose, you find power. You become the person in your office that people go to for information, for advice, because you know more than they are. Doing your job isn't labor, it's a love. And then after you find your power, you'll inevitably find more profit, which is the fourth P. When you love what you're doing, people will pay you more. Here's a tip. If you want to make more money, go do something that you're really great at. And finally, peace of mind. You know, we're all going to be in that rocking chair at 90, looking back over the course of our life saying, did I do all I could? Did I really, really squeeze the juice out of life? And I think peace of mind is when you know in your heart and soul that you did something that was what you were brought here to do. And those are the 5 Ps.
Well, those are the 5 Ps, and that just scratches the surface of the new book. It's Career Guarantee. Clearly, you're passionate about it. And I think everybody can find something that they're passionate about.
Absolutely.
It makes the work week go a whole lot faster, doesn't it?
It does, it does. And it makes your personal life more. When you love what you're doing, it brings everything into your health, your fitness, your relationships. When you love what you're doing, I think you're going to spend so much time in your job. So go find something you absolutely love to do. A lot of free advice on the website, too, by the way. Absolutely suggest people to tap into.
And the website is?
www.thecareerguarantee.com.
Great. Chris, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you so much.
Very much enjoyed it.